Here's a couple of things about hotkeys that you might not know. You probably do. Um, I learned one of them today. In fact, two of them today. It's all involving keeping at range. Right, when you land on grid and your FC's is like anchor up, anchor up. You're like, all right, you gotta, you know, keep at range, blah blah blah. But if you have your default set properly, and if you didn't know, you can set this as, I usually do 300 for my guys, for my battleships, just because it's close enough that you're not constantly bumping hulls, and you're tight enough that anybody orbiting you will, well, for pirate strongholds it's great because things like the cruisers like to orbit within 10 kilometers, and if you're tight enough, whoever's orbiting you at 1500 meters is going to be always in range of those cruisers. So that's how I do it. Anyways, sorry to digress there. But typically, what you're probably used to, what you've probably learned, is that you can only keep at range and orbit to work when you click on an item and then click on, say, I'll do it with, I'll do it with the Minefrig. You'll click on the active you make it active, right? So click on this, and then you click on E, and it'll go keeping at range, or it'll go, I believe mine's W, right? Right. Or I can go click W, right? And the annoying thing, of course, if you don't have it active and you hit E, it's not going to obey, right? So it's not that simple anymore. You're like, oh man, that sucks. But did you know you can't interact with this? You click on here, it'll just give the info, unfortunately. You can actually right click, which is interesting. You can right click and invite to duel, all that stuff. It's kind of nice that you can interact by right clicking on the images. It's kind of neat. All right, so the main focus of my hotkey thing is you can actually hold down E and click on a target, which I didn't realize. You could also hold down E and click on the watch list, which is, like I said in the beginning, great when you land on grid and you want to anchor up. So, right? So it's just the annoyance, because this is something you can click here and just click the E or the W, but whereas over here you have to hold it down and click. But it's helpful for me, because I would always, what I do is I would go F3, F4, and then before I clicked and went F5, F6, I would like to F3, F4, then go over here and click on keep at range, and then go back to F5, 6, right? But now all I have to do is go 3, 4, hold down E, click on that, click the next one, 5, 6, F function key 5, 6, right? So yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, you can do a whole bunch of things with the hotkeys. It's just annoying getting it down right, that, oh right, I have to hold it down for watch list and target. But I guess I could do the same with, it's really annoying when you hold it down and try to click here and something else appears while you're trying to click it. That would be bad. But you could just click anything here and just press, not hold, just press the E or the W, which is kind of cool, because you could actually, you can warp, I believe D? Is it D?
Warp drive
Right. Good. It's warped. Yeah. So yeah, you can click on something in overview and click the hotkey for interaction, and instead of having to hold it down, it'll work. So that's cool. Anyway, so figure that's it for that. Anyways, hope that helps your gameplay.